Tupac's life, cut tragically short at the age of 25, remains one of the most fascinating and paradoxical tales in modern music history. His life was a constant battle between his aspirations and the harsh realities he faced.
Imagine a world shrouded in mystery. Darkness envelops all, and then a torch flickers the light. Welcome to Chronicles and Curiosity. From legendary myths to the secrets of lost civilizations, true crime to ancient Africa. Subscribe now, be in the know when we upload new videos.
Tupac Shakur. The name alone evokes a whirlwind of emotions, images, and controversies. His legacy is a tapestry woven with threads of brilliance and tragedy. He was a brilliant rapper, a gifted actor, and a voice for the voiceless. His talents transcended the boundaries of music and film, making him a cultural icon. Yet he was also a troubled soul, caught in a web of violence and inner turmoil. His life was a constant battle between his aspirations and the harsh realities he faced. Tupac's life, cut tragically short at the age of 25, remains one of the most fascinating and paradoxical tales in modern music history. His untimely death left a void that still resonates today. Born in the heart of New York City and raised amidst the Black Panther movement, Tupac was exposed to social injustice from a young age. This environment shaped his worldview and fueled his artistic expression. This early awareness ignited a fire in him, a desire to speak truth to power and fight for the marginalized. His activism was as much a part of his identity as his music. He channeled this passion into his music, becoming a voice for the unheard and a beacon of hope for the oppressed. His lyrics were a reflection of his struggles and his dreams for a better world. Tupac, however, was not without his demons. His internal conflicts often spilled into his public life, creating a complex and often contradictory persona. His life was marred by run-ins with the law, feuds with fellow artists, and a constant struggle to reconcile his public persona with his private demons. These conflicts added layers to his already multifaceted character. This complex interplay of good and evil, light and darkness, is precisely what makes Tupac such an enduring enigma. His life was a study in contrasts, each aspect amplifying the other. He was a walking contradiction, a man who preached peace while battling inner demons, a poet who could move you to tears and incite anger in the same breath. His legacy continues to inspire and provoke, a testament to his enduring impact on the world. Tupac's music was a raw and unfiltered reflection of the harsh realities faced by many in Black America. His songs were not just entertainment, they were a form of protest, a cry for justice, and a call to action. He rapped about poverty, police brutality, gang violence, and the systemic racism that plagued his community. These were not just abstract concepts, they were lived experiences for many, including Tupac himself. His lyrics, often laced with anger and frustration, resonated deeply with those who felt marginalized and ignored. They found solace and strength in his words, feeling seen and heard in a world that often overlooked them. Songs like Brenda's Got a Baby, which told the harrowing story of a young girl trapped in a cycle of poverty and abuse, highlighted the struggles of the most vulnerable. And Changes, a powerful call for racial equality and an end to violence, gave voice to the voiceless and shone a light on the harsh realities of life in the margins. These songs were more than music, they were anthems for a movement. Tupac's willingness to tackle these difficult subjects head-on, without shying away from the pain and anger they evoked, is a testament to his courage and his commitment to social justice. He was unafraid to speak truth to power. He used his platform to amplify the voices of the unheard, to challenge the status quo, and to demand better for his community. His influence extended beyond music, inspiring activism and change. His music became an anthem for the oppressed, a rallying cry for change, and a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope and resilience could prevail. Tupac's legacy continues to inspire new generations to fight for justice and equality. Tupac was more than just a rapper. He was a poet. His lyrics were raw, powerful, and often strikingly beautiful. He possessed a unique ability to weave together street slang, social commentary, and poetic imagery, creating a style that was both accessible and profound. His wordplay was intricate, his metaphors vivid, and his delivery electrifying. He could switch from introspective verses filled with vulnerability and pain, to aggressive rhymes that crackled with anger and defiance with effortless ease. Tupac's lyrical genius lay in his ability to connect with listeners on an emotional level. He spoke the language of the streets, but he also spoke the language of the heart. He was angry, he was vulnerable, he was hopeful, he was flawed, and he put all of himself into his music. This raw honesty, this willingness to bare his soul, is what made his lyrics so compelling and continues to resonate with listeners today. Over 2 decades after his untimely death, Tupac Shakur's legacy remains as potent as ever. His music continues to inspire and influence artists across genres, from hip-hop to rock to pop. His image adorns murals and clothing, his lyrics are quoted in everyday conversation, and his words are studied in universities. Tupac's impact extends far beyond the realm of music. He has become a cultural icon, a symbol of rebellion, resilience, and the ongoing fight for social justice. His life and work have been the subject of countless books, documentaries, and films, each attempting to unravel the complexities of this enigmatic figure. Tupac's story is a reminder that even in the face of adversity, even amidst personal struggles, one person can make a difference. He used his voice to challenge injustice, to inspire hope, and to spark conversations about race, class, and equality that continue to this day. His legacy is a testament to the power of art, the importance of speaking truth to power, and the enduring impact of a life lived with passion and purpose. While Tupac's music painted a vivid picture of the struggles faced by many in Black America, his own life was also fraught with turmoil. He was no stranger to the streets, and his lyrics were often autobiographical, reflecting his own experiences with poverty, violence, and the criminal justice system. Tupac's life was marked by several high-profile arrests and legal battles, which often overshadowed his music and fueled the controversy surrounding him. He became a lightning rod for criticism, accused of glorifying violence and perpetuating negative stereotypes. These controversies, however, only added to the complexity of Tupac's narrative. He was a product of his environment, shaped by the harsh realities he rapped about. His life was a reflection of the very issues he addressed in his music, a testament to the cyclical nature of poverty, violence, and systemic oppression. Despite the controversies and contradictions, one thing remained constant: Tupac's authenticity. He never pretended to be anything he wasn't. He embraced his flaws, his anger, his vulnerability, and wore his heart on his sleeve. He connected with listeners because he was real. He spoke their language, shared their pain, and reflected their hopes and dreams. Tupac's music was a raw and unfiltered expression of his lived experience. He didn't shy away from difficult topics or censor himself to appease critics. He spoke his truth, no matter how uncomfortable or controversial it might have been. This rawness, this unapologetic honesty, is what resonated with so many. Tupac's willingness to be vulnerable, to show his scars and imperfections, made him relatable. He was not a distant icon. He was a flawed but relatable human being grappling with real-life issues. And in that vulnerability, in that shared human experience, listeners found a connection that transcended music. To understand Tupac's artistry and activism, it's crucial to examine the formative experiences that shaped his worldview. Born into a family deeply involved in the Black Panther Party, he was exposed to social and political activism from a young age. His mother, Tupac Shakur, was a prominent member of the party, instilling in him a strong sense of social justice and a deep awareness of the injustices faced by Black Americans. Tupac's childhood was marked by instability and hardship. He witnessed poverty, police brutality, and the devastating effects of drugs and violence in his community. These experiences left an indelible mark on him, fueling his passion for social change and informing his later artistic expressions. Despite these challenges, Tupac's artistic talents shone through. He attended the Baltimore School for the Arts, where he honed his skills in acting, poetry, and music. It was here that he began to develop his unique voice, blending his passion for social justice with his love for language and performance. He challenged his fans to think critically about the world around them, to question authority, and to fight for their rights. He believed in the power of education, urging young people to stay in school and to empower themselves through knowledge. Tupac's activism wasn't limited to words. He established the Thug Life movement, which, despite its controversial name, was intended to promote unity and positive change within Black communities. He advocated for peace on the streets, encouraging dialogue and understanding between rival gangs. Tupac's legacy is not one of easy answers or simple narratives, but rather a complex story that defies easy categorization. It is a tapestry woven from contradictions, triumphs, and failures, each thread adding to the richness of his story. It is a story that continues to fascinate, inspire, and challenge us to this day, urging us to look deeper into the human experience. And in that complexity, in that refusal to be easily categorized, lies the true essence of Tupac Shakur, a man who lived his truth unapologetically. He was, and remains, an enigma, a voice for the unheard, and a timeless icon whose legacy continues to shape the world we live in, reminding us of the power of art and activism.